Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 10 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 10-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
on the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield. This is Montana State Bobcat basketball.
Inside, left-hand slam. What was that?
Brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, Mountains and Mines. And by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
It's the final non-conference game of the season, and Montana State looks to end December, or at least end December on a high note as they get ready to host the NAIA's Northwest University Eagles. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly. Pleasure to be with you today as Montana State is looking to finish off this non-conference schedule with a win. Bobcats sitting at 5-7, and today they welcome in the Northwest University Eagles, coming in at 3-8. Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe. Brian, how we doing? How we feeling today, man?
I think everybody in Bobcat land's feeling pretty good today. You got to be not having a pulse if you're not feeling good.
Yeah. Obviously, Bobcat football clinching a berth into the FCS National Championship game here on campus on Saturday afternoon into the evening against the arch rival Grizzlies. A blowout win, and now January 5th will be the national championship game. That's a Monday night down at Vanderbilt University at 5:30 Mountain Time. But in the meantime, 3 men's basketball games between that. Obviously, women's basketball will get going for Big Sky play as well. We also will have our first Cat Chat of the year that Tuesday, January 6th, the day after the national championship game. That'll be over at Montana's Ribbon Shop House. But huge 3-game stretch here to finish off strong for Montana State. And then, boy, Big Sky play really starts off with a bang.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You've got basically 2 weeks, and you've got the team that's right now the best team in the league coming in here on January 1st. So you've got today, get better, improve, and then get ready for what's coming to start league.
Yeah, Northern Colorado will be in town on January 1st. They are the reigning Big Sky champs, technically tied with Montana, but it was Northern Colorado that had the 1 seed in the Big Sky tournament a year ago, and then a new-look Northern Arizona team comes into town after that as well. So, going to be a tough situation there, but that's what you want as we get to Big Sky play. But today ahead of you is the Northwest University Eagles, again, who come in at 3-8. Brian, let's get into our opposing team profile and see why they're going to be in hot water today. Brought to you by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979. Your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. What do we need to know about Northwest?
Yeah, there's not a lot to know about Northwest. They're 3-8, so obviously this is their first Division I game. They played at College of Idaho, and they were playing at, who's the other one? I'm blanking on it. Just earlier in the week. This is their 3rd game in 4 days. So they're a team that's been road heavy and road weary. And they're a team that's going to bring it. They shoot it pretty well. They've got decent athleticism at the guard slots, but they're not very big, which is typical of an NAIA D2 type program.
Yeah, they're coming off that 73-70 loss against College of Idaho. College of Idaho is the reigning NAIA national champs. They've been a powerhouse at that level for a very long time. A couple of interesting scores for them. They did lose at Montana Tech, 90-73. Of course, Montana Tech beating Montana within the last week. They had exhibition games at Idaho State, losing 98-54. Exhibition at Gonzaga, 111-62, the loss there. But yeah, that Montana Tech game maybe is a little more even, and that's Montana Tech that just beat Montana. We kind of know that feeling. Obviously, Rocky Mountain here a couple of years ago, but that was a big-time game over there.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, I think it's been a rough week if you're wearing dark pink. It's, you lose to Montana Tech in basketball. You lose over here in football. But for this Eagles team, I mean, they're a team that's coming in here, and they're going to be ready to go. I mean, they've played well against the teams they've played. They just haven't been able to figure out how to ultimately win that game and stack up wins one after another.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get you some Kendall Ford keys to the game. We'll also get a check-in on some of the other Big Sky scores, and then we'll sit down with head coach Matt Logie as we get set for the non-conference finale. It's Montana State and Northwest. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Get twice the twinkle and double the diamond during the half-off holiday event at Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers. Celebrate big with sparkling savings of up to 50% off store-wide. Hurry in for the best jewelry selection, including dazzling diamonds and beautiful Yogo sapphires. 'Tis the season for special financing options with up to 5 years to pay. Add in complimentary gift wrapping and exceptional customer service. It's never been easier to find the perfect gift. Give twice the twinkle and double the diamond at Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers in Bozeman, across from the Gallatin Valley Mall.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
We're back live, getting ready to go between Montana State and Northwest today. Bobcats and the Eagles as we get ready for our tip-off coming up at the top of the hour. Final sporting event here before we get ourselves settled in for a nice Christmas and holiday break. This men's basketball team will be back in action on January 1st against Northern Colorado here at 7 o'clock, and then again on Saturday, January 3rd against Northern Arizona at 6 o'clock. Then the national championship game on the 5th, and our first Cat Chat on the 6th over at Montana's Ribbon Shop House. All right, Brian, let's go ahead and get into our Kendall Ford keys to the game today, presented by Kendall Ford of Bozeman. What do we need to know? What are we looking for?
I think the first thing you got to do is you got to be present. When you think about what happened in Missoula against Montana Tech, I think the Grizz were thinking about Christmas holiday, and it's hard not to with these guys. There's not going to be a huge crowd. It's a 1 p.m. game, all that stuff, but they've got to be present with this. The holidays, the no school, the no students, everything. They got to be here for the next 2 hours and be ready to rock and roll from the get from there. And then the second thing is you got to get positives going all around the court. Like all these guys off the bench, you got guys that are stepping into newer roles like Seth Ammanrud, although it's been a couple weeks at least that he's been in that role. But these guys have got to get some positives. You want to leave before Christmas and take these 3 days, and everybody feels good about life and good about everything about it. To go get your private workouts and do your things while you're at home, and then you come back and boom, you're potentially in a showdown for the league championship, game 1 of conference. These could be 2 teams that are both thinking they're going to win this thing in the regular season.
And if you're going to win a regular season title in the Big Sky, you got to win your home games. The home games are oxygen. The road wins are like gold. You got to win your home games once you get into Big Sky play, and you got to beat the top contenders at home week in and week out, so that will be a tough spot. You know, the other part for this thing for Montana State is just the movement and the rotation and how much it has changed throughout the year. Obviously, some injuries, so Waka and Bach out today, out for the foreseeable future here. Kevin Holden out for the foreseeable future for Montana State. Christian King did get back for that Cal Poly game, and a career high was massive within that game. So it's definitely been difficult for Coach Logie and his staff to just find the rotation that's going to be consistent in what they need to do, and that's a hard thing to overcome.
And that gives you something to work on today, right? Like you're looking at different combinations of guys and who plays well together and everything else. And you do it in practice every day. But you get to this time of year where you're playing 2-3 games a week, you don't have as much practice, especially live practice to go on. So this is live. This is a team that's got to scout you and know you and everything else. And so Yeah, that's huge going into Northern Colorado, because you look at Northern Colorado, they've been healthy all year.
Yep.
That's a team that's got a set lineup. They've been starting the same guys every single game, and they are playing really, really good basketball. So for Montana State, this is a great opportunity to just take that step forward they need to take, getting ready for league.
Yep, so getting everybody rolling, feeling good going into the holiday break, continuing to solidify the rotation. Any other final T's to cross or I's to dot in the final 40 minutes before Big Sky play is upon us?
You know, I think there's so many positives that have happened in non-conference. McMahon's emergence, which was not unexpected. You got Miller and you got Brown that are shooting the ball really well. This team is taking care of the basketball. They 11 turnovers a game. They're only giving up 70 points. The statistics tell you this team should be 10 and 5. And the difference has been basically 6 games where at the end of the game they weren't able to finish a close game against D1 competition. And so I think they would be thinking about that, but that's going to be hard to replicate today. This game, nobody wants this game close in the final 2 minutes. Well, maybe Northwest does, but nobody in Bobcat Blue wants this thing close late. So you've got to emerge in those first 4 or 5 games in league and solve that late game situation, get that rolling. But that's really the one piece of the puzzle that I think this team is probably thinking about going into league.
Right. Well, you know, they had that tough 20-point lead that evaporated in the loss at Oral Roberts. That's one that the Cats feel like really slipped through their fingers. And then, to be frank, that had to be on the forefront of their mind at the end of that Cal Poly game that was tight down the stretch. And what was it? The Bobcats finally broke through that full-court press, and it was Pat McMahon who had not one but 2 dunks to ice that thing. And, you know, those are the types of things where, hey, it would have been real easy to crumble in that game against Cal Poly.
Yeah, and it brings back the ghosts of Denver or, you know, different games where it hasn't happened. Now, it did happen against St. Thomas. It did happen at Long Beach. So this team has shown, and it did happen at Cal Poly. They have shown they can win games late that are close. It's just they've had a few more get away, especially early in the non-conference, and then they were able to capture. So as you get into league, those are the things you're thinking about. How are we going to finish games well? We know McMahon is going to be there, and he's going to be a focal point of that. But whether it's Davian Brown or it's going to be Jed Miller, someone else is going to have to step up into that late game role offensively especially.
Right. Well, and part of that, it would be a Christian King, you know, a guy coming down from the Big Ten level, and a guy who obviously had missed a couple of games this year due to injury. But, I mean, he's the type of guy that can kind of get to that paint touch, the guy who can score against a lot of different positions, and he seems like one of those guys that can be an X factor when sometimes shots just aren't going to fall, and the more guys who can score, the shorter those droughts are going to be.
Yeah, and then there's Chris Hodges, right? Another Big Ten transfer who you expect big things, and he's had a good season thus far, but he hasn't had an unbelievable season, and he hasn't had those moments late where he's collected that rebound or whatever else. Outside of maybe Long Beach, where he was a dominant force on the glass, especially in the last 5 minutes, he hasn't made his presence quite known in the way that maybe some of those wearing Bobcat gold would have thought that would have been early this year.
Bottom line, does this Bobcat team have enough to compete for a Big Sky title?
I don't think there's any doubt. I mean, you look at their D1 games right now. They're 3-6 in those D1 games, and 3-7 rather.
Yep.
All of those, with the exception of the game at Oregon State, were in doubt with a minute to go. 3 went their way, 6 went the other way. You got to flip that around in league play. You'll be good. I think the home court advantage is going to be huge. You know, generally the fans are going to support the team, especially when you get to those league games where everybody's known and the opponent is known. So I don't think there's any doubt this team does. It's how quickly in January do they gel around the new lineup and the new structure, and then is that carrying them through February and early March and make another run and make this 4 out of 5 league titles, not just 3 out of 4.
All right, Bobcats into their final tune-up before Big Sky play. Going to be a good one today. A lot of questions to finish and answer before the conference season rolls around. All right, we'll take another break. When we come back, we'll get you caught up on some of the out-of-town scores as we get set for Montana State and Northwest. And then later we've got head coach Matt Logie joining us as well. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Local is more than where you do business. It's how you serve your customers and communities. And for us, it's why we do what we do. At Stockman Bank, we offer convenient, innovative financial solutions backed by the power of quick, informed, local decisions. So you receive the services you need when you need them. We don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
Visiting West Yellowstone during the winter is a rare treat. The snow-covered landscape, frozen waterfalls, and frosted trees create a surreal winterscape. You'll enjoy our renowned hospitality, authentic Montana cuisine, and unmatched recreational opportunities. We encourage our guests to recreate responsibly and plan ahead to ensure a memorable trip. Plan your experience at DestinationYellowstone.com or YellowstoneDestination.com.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country. Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Rib & Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Starting January 6th, join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Rib & Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Vance Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK and cataract provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at VanceThompsonVision.com.
Gillogly back with Brian Priebe as we get set for Montana State and Northwest today. It's the Bobcats and the Eagles at the Brick. All right, time now to take a look at some of the out-of-town scores presented by First Interstate Bank. So a couple of games from the last few days around Big Sky basketball. Some noteworthy scores. Last Thursday, Northern Arizona beat Southern Utah. Remember, Southern Utah is going to be in the league starting next year. So NAU beating Southern Utah 65-57 on Saturday. Montana got beat down at Louisville. Louisville won that game 94-54. One of the common games, you kind of mentioned it earlier, Brian, but Denver beating Northern Colorado in Greeley, winning 86-79. So that was certainly a noteworthy finish.
Yeah, it really was, and it gives us kind of a thumbprint of what's coming. And Northern Colorado offensively is outstanding. Defensively, they have lapses, give up, 86 to Denver. That's part of that.
Also, Eastern Washington lost to Utah on Saturday, 101-77. Eastern's record has not looked good to this point. They do have Isaiah Moses, a transfer in to Eastern, who is third in the league in scoring at 17.5 points per game. Sac State lost at Big West's Cal Baptist, 74-67. Portland State played tight at Tulane, 63-61 down in New Orleans. Portland State should be a tremendous team this year. Terry Miller is number 2 in the Big Sky in scoring. They brought Jalen Henderson back, Trayvon Minot. They got a great coach in Coach Coburn. The Portland State's going to be a problem this year.
Yeah, I think they're going to be in the top 4 at the end of the day. Yeah. They didn't get as much preseason buzz as I thought they might, but you see what they've done in non-conference. They've been playing really good ball.
I mean, I had a preseason vote for the league this year, and Portland State was my preseason pick. I just thought they brought so much back, and when you can bring an experienced point guard with an experienced coach like that, that's the type of team that wins the conference title. So, yeah, they were my preseason pick coming into the year. Also on Sunday, Idaho beat Cal Poly 83-80. That game went into overtime, and then Northern Arizona lost it to Incarnate Word 90-66. UC Davis won by 10 at Idaho State. Davis winning that one 93-83. Coming up today, Weber State's got a non-D1 game at home against Lincoln. Eastern Washington is at BYU, and Sac State is at CSUN later today as well. And then just the last couple of games after that, there are only 3 Big Sky games across the league left. Idaho is at CSU Bakersfield on Tuesday, December 23rd. One we'll definitely keep an eye out for Sunday, December 28th, Northern Colorado at Colorado in Boulder. So that will be another kind of even one to keep an eye out for.
Yeah, and that's an interesting game. Like, it's pretty rare you would play a game after Christmas before league when league starts so early, but clearly they felt like that was something they wanted to do, and it'll be interesting to see how that plays out for them.
Yeah, right, and especially kind of being, in Greeley, well, it's a situation where, you don't have to get on a plane. You can get the guys home to Greeley on whatever on the 26th or so, and then you've got the 2 days, and you can just make that, honestly, a day trip, really. It's only like an hour and a half, so pretty easy one for them.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem about it, though, is it shortens up your Christmas break so much. You got to get the guys back probably night of the 25th, so you can practice 25th, 26th, 27th for a game on 28th. I've been in that situation, and it is miserable for the coaches and the players. Everyone's bitter, and it can really affect you. Like, you can start league kind of just with a little surly deal on your just kind of aura around your team, and so I'm really interested to see how that plays out.
Yeah, what is it like from a coaching perspective when you're getting the guys back and they're running off the holiday cookies and the lethargy of being at home and coming back?
It's the worst, especially when you do it on Christmas Day, which is what they'll do. Like, it's one thing if they can fly out the morning of the 26th so you get all of Christmas with your family.
Right.
But there's just no one in a good mood when they start arriving on Christmas Day. And that's the thing, that playing on the 28th is rough. Either that or, it's just a rare coaching situation where you're willing to be like, hey, we know we're not going to win that game. We'll just bring it back on the 26th, and it'll be what it is. Like,
right.
I don't see that happening, and I've known him a long time. He ain't doing that. So it'll be interesting. That's really hard.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating to see how that plays out. We'll see plenty of those results when Northern Colorado comes here on January 1st. That'll definitely be one to keep an eye on. And then finally, Northern Arizona has a non-D1 game on December 29th at home. And then from there, it is on to Big Sky play. And overall, Brian, the final thought here before we talk with Coach Logie. The Big Sky is going to ebb and flow from year to year in the transfer portal era. This year, it feels like it's starting to flow toward a little bit of a higher ceiling than maybe last year. Definitely than last year.
Yeah, without question. Yeah, you felt like 2 years ago the league was really, really pretty good. Last year it felt down a pretty substantial amount.
I agree.
Feels like it's right back up this year. You got 5, 6, 7 teams that think they're going to be in the mix. Whether they are or not, they think they are, and that's going to lead to some real great competition.
Well, so last year it was Northern Colorado and Montana that each had 3 Big Sky losses. They went 15-3. How many losses, just give us a ballpark, do you think the Big Sky champ will have this year?
I'm going to say they're going to have at least 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, so you probably put it at about 4.5 or so.
Yeah, exactly. Vegas goes 4.5 to split the bets.
Yeah.
It's going to be balanced enough that that's going to be there. And a team that can get out to a 6-7-0 start is going to be 2 games up, like early. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I just think it's going to be just bludgeoning one another all year.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun this year.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. On the other side of this timeout, we're sitting down with head coach Matt Logie as we get set for Montana State and Northwest for the final non-conference game of the year. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
MBB Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
Back on the pregame show, we're getting set for the final non-conference game of the year. It's Montana State and Northwest. Keaton Gillogly alongside head coach Matt Logie. And coach, for you guys right now, fewest turnovers per game in the Big Sky. What are you seeing from your ball control and just how this thing is moving around right now?
Yeah, well, I think there's two big components to that. Number one is our point guard play and the way that Jed Miller and Davian Brown have gotten us organized and allowed us to play, within frameworks and systems that we're familiar with. I think, we share the basketball well, which, tends to, give guys confidence that they, don't need to press and force the issue, that the ball will find them when it's their opportunity. And then it's just something that we work on a lot, something that we value. We know is a margin that, with our ability to handle the basketball and shoot can be a strength of ours.
Coming off that tight win against Cal Poly, a mentally resilient victory on the road in that. Did you see anything from your team maybe we're kind of turning the corner in terms of just executing and learning how to win late in these close games?
Yeah, I thought one of the greatest challenges from last week's road trip was just the difference in styles of play between Oregon State and Cal Poly. I mean, they couldn't be too further away from each other in terms of size and where their shots come from and how they play. So I thought one of the things that we turned the corner in a really positive way against Cal Poly was just our individual defense, our one-on-one discipline to get stops and force them to take and miss tough two-point shots. That'll be a big part of carrying over today versus Northwest.
Yeah, for Northwest, what kind of style of play are they bringing, and what are we going to see from this Eagle squad?
Well, they're a group that plays with a great deal of confidence. They're coached by Rick Skeen, who's a Hall of Fame high school coach in the state of Washington. He's taken over Northwest University a couple years ago, and just really has them playing their best basketball of the year right now. Just coming off of a close loss versus the number one ranked NAIA team in the country in College of Idaho. Christian Watkins is a very dynamic guard, averaging about 17 points a game, who has a big green light. And then number 15, Logan Stepniak, is a very skilled forward that can pick and pop and shoot the three. They've got a number of left-handed post players and kind of some unique skill sets there.
All right, well, here we go. Final non-conference game of the year. Big Sky play is around the corner, but all focus is right here against the Eagles to close things out here in December. Coach, appreciate the time and the insight. We'll talk again after the game.
Thanks a lot. Go Cats.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll be ready to go between Montana State and Northwest in the non-conference finale. For head coach Matt Logie, I'm Keaton Gillogly. This is Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
So you need last-minute gifts. No judgment. Get an extra 25% off during Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and find great gifts under $20. Like something cozy, something thoughtful, something that says you planned this all along. Yep, you're just one quick trip away from checking off the last gifts on your list. Save now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles. Offer ends December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
Local is more than where you do business. It's how you serve your customers and communities. And for us, it's why we do what we do. At Stockman Bank, we offer convenient, innovative financial solutions backed by the power of quick, informed local decisions. So you receive the services you need when you need them. We don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
Echoing
to the cup, one-hand slam
from the brick.
And the brick is back to life.
And all throughout the great state of Montana.
Put it on the highlight reel.
It's time for Bobcat.
There's the juice.
Basketball.
Floats it up and in, and he beats the buzzer. To the cup, the rack attack. Deep three, bang. Oh, baby. He backpedals, shaking his head, saying, you can't cover me. Rises and rattles the rim. Rattles the rim. A two-hand slam.
The best is yet to come.
Bobcat Basketball is brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. Tip-off is just moments away from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
It's the final non-conference tune-up for Montana State, which has championship aspirations in the Big Sky, which is just around the corner starting on January 1st. But final box to check today. It's Montana State coming in at 5-7 out of the Big Sky. And coming out of the NAIA ranks is the Northwest University Eagles coming in at 3-8. We are ready to go for the Bobcats. It is Davian Brown, Pat McMahon, Jeremiah Davis, Jed Miller, and Chris Hodges as the starting five. The tip is won by Montana State, and we are underway at the Brick. Bobcats with the first possession of the day. Jed Miller bounces it down to Chris Hodges. He's got a size advantage down to the right block, backing in, turning to the left shoulder, puts it up with a little floater, no good. Fight for the rebound, got his own board. Resets down to the right block, turns, hooks, and draws the foul. And Hodges will go to the line as C.J. Bayak picks up his first foul.
We talked about getting positives for every guy today. Right there, I love that, going right to Hodges early. He's got an advantage. Be great to see him get some confidence and go get a double-figure game, maybe even a double-double today. Just get that rhythm going in his game.
First free throw's no good for Chris Hodges, but he's certainly a guy you would expect with his physicality, his size, his skill set, be the type of guy that can be very productive once we get to Big Sky play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He just hasn't quite found his rhythm yet, but I think he will. It's there. It's just a matter of getting it done.
Next free throw's no good, but the Bobcats get the rebound and will reset. Now to the right corner, Jeremiah Davis with a three. That's no good. And Pat McMahon has another rebound, so the Bobcats get another crack at it. Working his way down low. McMahon kicks it out to Davis. Works down that right baseline. Kick out McMahon. He's open. Right wing three. No. Rebound loose. And finally won by Northwest. So I think it was three. Now a steal. Jeremiah Davis goes back the other way. Misses the lefty layup. Contested. And Jed Miller gets another offensive rebound out to Brown. His three's no good. And then we got a foul as Pat McMahon came over the back fighting for that rebound. So what do we got, about 5 rebounds and 5 missed shots to start?
Yeah, 5-1 on the glass so far. And 0 for 4 from the field, 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3. Not the offensive start, but you got to love the rebounding.
Northwest with the basketball to our right. They'll set things up, coming off a tight loss against the reigning NAIA national champion, College of Idaho. Working out up at the top, Watkins throws around over to the left wing. Now toss into the post, bounce pass along the baseline, extra pass to the right wing. Here's a three, and Watkins comes up short on the right wing three. Bobcats clear the rebound and throw ahead quickly. Davian Brown slicing down underneath. Pump fake, lets the traffic clear. Jumper is good. Davian Brown takes the lid off the bucket. First 2 points for Montana State.
Good transition right there. Jed Miller with the rebound and long outlet pass to get that offense started.
Watkins inside, blocked. Pat McMahon got up top and rejected that one up at the rim. Montana State moving the other way. Jeremiah Davis inside, spinning off that left foot and banks it home. Jeremiah Davis is the kind of guy that could be a real Swiss Army knife type scorer.
Yeah, you add the scoring ability, some threes, some drives with his excellent defensive prowess and his rebounding. He's a complete player. He's a guy that can make a big difference for this team in league.
Watkins throws up to the top of the key. Handoff over on the right wing. Williams slings it around to the top again. Bayak toss into the corner. Downey looking for room down to the left baseline. He falls away for a free throw line jumper. That's no good. Jed Miller had the defense and the rebound. The Bobcats move from right to left. And the home whites today. Pat McMahon down into the mid post. Leans in, floats it up, and good. Pat McMahon has his first 2 points. Good to see that aggressive take by Pat McMahon.
Yeah, 3 straight makes, all of them in the paint there as the Bobcats get some things going from the defensive end. Get a stop, get a rebound, and get out in transition, and guys are filling lanes. They're attacking quick.
Watkins has the dribble at the top. Bobcats up 6-0 against the Eagles. 17.25 to go in the first. Here's a jumper on the baseline. That's no good. The Bobcats have the rebound. Davis and Brown have the defense on that shot. McMahon weaving over to the right wing. Moves the ball around the perimeter up to Miller. Picks up the dribble. Throw to the post. Tipped. Recovered by Hodges. Sent back out the perimeter. Here's Brown. Step back left wing three. That's no good. Jeremiah Davis streaks in for an easy rebound. The Bobcats reset. Well, the numbers on the glass getting lopsided early with the Cats up 9-1 to the rebounding margin. Brown drives, and nobody there back at the top. Miscommunication by the Bobcats and a turnover. And a two-hand dunk is missed by Williams on the other end. Wasn't even getting flashy with it either.
Yeah, that wasn't looking like what he needed to do. It was a pretty strong reaction from the bench down there. Not feeling that.
Bobcats with the ball. McMahon trying to turn the corner with a lefty dribble down to the left block, spins left shoulder, goes up with a little right hook, and that's short. And Northwest has the rebound. Jaden Stepp will check in as Northwest settles things in. They come out of the Seattle area, an NAIA program. Handoff up at the top of the left wing. Now a drive down to the left baseline, throw back out to the left elbow. That long jumper's bricked off the glass, no good. The Bobcats have the ball, leading 6-0 with 16 minutes to go in the first half. Miller driving, a little lob underneath. Ooh, and Hodges goes down hard. Tried to lob it in, and Hodges kind of got his legs taken out from underneath him. Landed on his tailbone, which hurts. And he is up and on his feet and walking smoothly back to the Bobcat bench. Let's step aside. 15:57 to go in the first half. Montana State leads Northwest 6-0. We are back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Montana State Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
Montana State leading Northwest 6-0 with 15:57 to go in the first half. And before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball. Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe. We've got Cody Mackey back in our studios today. 15:57 to go first half. Bobcats leading 6-0 against the Northwest Eagles. And Brian, the numbers around the 3 for 10 certainly look good. 12-2 advantage on the glass for Montana State.
Yeah, the glass has been amazing, and the defense has been really good. The transition's good. They just got to clean up a little bit offensively, finish, make a couple open shots, but nothing to complain about here early on.
Jaden Stepp and Seth Almenrud getting onto the floor for the first time now, along with Miller, McMahon, and Davis. McMahon at the top, throws back to the right wing. Miller looks at a three, now steps inside from about 12 feet out. The jumper is good. Boy, that's a nice look. If Jed Miller can get a shot like that on his own, that's the type of thing that'll create a durable Bobcat offense throughout the year.
Yeah, and I like the idea that Montana State's really settled into a pretty attack mode on the offensive end. Miller driving it, McMahon driving it. Guys are going for the rim. I think that's a good way to start, especially against a smaller school.
And now Miller knocks it free. The Bobcats force a turnover, and they're on the move from right to left. Almenrud out in the right corner, throws out to McMahon on the right wing, slices down to the left block, draws a double, passes out of it. Here's Davis, left corner three, bounces off the iron, no good. That's a great look, though. That's what it's supposed to look like. You just need the shot to fall.
Yeah, no doubt. The penetration's tremendous. Get a piece of paint, draw help, just got to knock down the shot.
Inside jumper, no. Fight for the rebound, and the Bobcats win it. Yeah, that kind of felt like what was one of the trends in that tight overtime loss at Utah State, which right now is ranked as one of the number one mid-major teams in the country. Almenrud has it knocked free, and now we've got a whistle on Northwest. That was one of the Eagles coming in undercutting the Bobcat. But yeah, I think about that Utah State game, so tight, so close. And the Cats missed a lot of threes, but it looked like everything it was supposed to look like. It just didn't go through the hoop.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's going to come and go a little bit here, but you'd love to see that, even just, a stretch of threes. They've been making threes in bunches throughout the year, I feel like.
Miller dials one up here from downtown. That's good. And Jed Miller with a hot early hand today, knocking that thing down from the left wing. Bobcats up 11-0 over the Eagles. 14:29 to go first half. Watkins tosses into the left corner, working his way down to the left baseline. Double team cuts him off. Bounce pass into the lane, and it's stripped free. The Bobcats force another turnover. MSU on the move from right to left. Toss over to the right wing for Christian King, who just checked in. Out to Miller. Right corner three is good. Another Wendy's three ball, and Jed Miller has a pair of them. That one off the assist from Christian King, who's been coming off the bench the last two games after he returned from injury.
And what do we say? They come in bunches. You go 0 for 5 to start. Now you get two quick ones, and all of a sudden you balloon that lead.
Pass out of the post, out to the right wing as Northwest works offensively. And off at the top for Downey. Throw it back over to the right wing. This contested three is short, and King comes in for the rebound. MSU into the front court. King thought about a three, trying to drive on his defender, runs into a double team, banks it off the glass anyway. And Christian King able to finish down to the right block for his first 2 points, coming off the career high 16 in the win against Cal Poly.
Yeah, great start here, 16-0. And never going to complain about that. Rebounding, you're up 14-3. You haven't given up a field goal. That's impressive.
Turn to the corner, driving a kick, knocked free. Christian King intercepts it. He's on the move in transition to the cup, and he jams it home with one right hand. And a timeout called by Northwest. 13:09 to go in the first half. We're keeping it here with the Bobcats up 18-0 against the Northwest Eagles. See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with the patient experience that's second to none. Experienced doctors, advanced technology, Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. So, yeah, this is looking like what it's supposed to look like for Montana State against an NAIA opponent. You know, the three-point shooting, 2 of 7. But you hope that the offense can be a little more durable than those threes, because those typically, even the best three-point shooting teams, are very streaky.
Yeah, and I mean, the Bobcats start 0 for 7 from the field. They're shooting 50% now. They've made 8 of 9 shots since. So, you know, it's one of those things. You came out, it's a 1 o'clock game. It's kind of a weird time for your body. Guys aren't quite in rhythm. You find that rhythm after about a minute and a half, and all of a sudden Northwest needs to find their rhythm, or they're going to be out of this thing before we even get to halftime.
13:09 to go in the first half. Bobcats leading the Eagles 18-0. Northwest moving from left to right with the basketball. Watkins, the point guard, has the dribble, the Georgia native. Work it out on the left wing, turns to the free throw line, picks up the ball, kicks it back out to the top of the key. Work it inside, over to the left wing now, and around to the top, and over to Watkins on the right wing. Crossing over, slings it out to the left corner. Here's a catch-and-shoot three. That's no good. Airballed it. Amonroud has the rebound. The Bobcats pushing the tempo from right to left. Amonroud tackled, no call. Knocked free. Watkins moving the other way. He's on the drive on Brown, and then they call a travel. So Watkins shuffled his feet as he went into the belly of Davian Brown.
Yeah, Watkins thought he could get away with a foul on Amonroud, which he did. So then he thought he could just run Davian Brown over and create space, draw a foul, get to the free throw line, but no call, no foul there. It's pretty crazy.
They gave it a travel instead, so now they call it on Watkins. Yeah, they were trying to let this game breathe a little wisely, and now you finally have to draw your line.
Yeah, you got to call some things.
It's okay.
As long as we keep teams out of the double bonus here, that'd be ideal.
Serving all your garage door needs, DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Toss up to Davian Brown, and one of those games is a perfect example of you can run your stuff and be as crisp as you're supposed to be regardless of what the opponent is. As Northwest forces another turnover into the lane, we got a whistle and a block. Tried to Euro step around Davian Brown, but Brown will be tagged for the blocking foul. But yeah, regardless of who the opponent is, the crispness doesn't have to be dictated by who you're playing against.
There's no doubt. You have a standard as a team. I think Dan Lanning kind of talked about that at the Oregon head football coach after they played really well in the first half against JMU and had a big lead, but then didn't play to the standard of the second half. And I think Coach Logie and his staff is thinking about the standard coming into this game just like that.
It's the same thing Coach Vegan's talked about all year long. On the football side, as Northwest goes to work on the offensive side. Right corner three's no good. Christian King high points the rebound. Really levitated there. You can see the athleticism in a rebound like that. King pumps the three, steps inside to the right block, fall-away jumper from about 12 out. That's no good. Northwestern grabs the rebound. They had a bunch of bodies underneath. Here's Potter out to the left wing and sets it up to the left wing again. S3 is no good. The Bobcats have the rebound, and Northwest still looking for that first point. They're 0 of 11 from the field to start.
Yeah, you can't settle for jump shots when you haven't made a shot like they haven't.
King draws some contact. They let it all go, and it will stay with Montana State.
Yeah, I'd expect Northwest to get something going to the rim, but right now the Bobcats have blocked a couple shots. They've been athletic. It's been a rough go.
How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to Sync My Game to find out how. We're taking a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 11:34 to go in the first half. Montana State leading Northwest 18-0. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Whether it's game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
Back to First Interstate Bank broadcast possession with 11:34 to go in the first half. Montana State leading Northwest 18-0. Town Pump's a proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild rivalry series between Montana State University and the University of Montana. It's all sports all season long. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions at your local Town Pump. And, of course, on the gridiron, Bobcat football now has won 3 straight against Montana, and they have not lost at home to the Grizzlies since 2015. That's a nice number.
And they're going to have them here come next November as well. Winning 8 of 10 against the Grizzlies, it's something I think that the fans can feel pretty good about.
Right corner 3 is no good. Then a foul going after the rebound. Howie Keene tagged for the foul. Yeah, Coach Bobby Houck has not won in Bozeman since 2009.
I feel bad for him. Not.
Northwestern with the basketball. Moving from left to right, 11:25 to go first half. Cats still up 18-0. Going up to the top, handoff on the right wing. Move over to the left wing now. Here's a 3. That's no good. Davian Brown has the rebound. Bobcats 19-5 advantage on the glass. King steps into a transition 3. That's good. And that's what we're talking about with Christian King, kind of guy who can knock down a 3, slash the bucket. He's got the size to get some rebounds. That's the type of stuff that's going to make a big difference in Big Sky play. Drive and a layup is good, and a foul. Almenrud's going to pick up the foul, and we'll see free throws here from Rasheed Potter.
Yeah, Howie King got stuck with his hand in the cookie jar watching the ball, and this guy back cuts him. Easy little feed, and ends up with a foul and one. Breaks the 21-0 run, which is always fun to see how far you can get. I kind of assumed this game would end up maybe, somewhere at the first half it'd be 43-20 or 48-23, but that just felt like a good number to pick out of the air.
Free throw is good. And Montana State has the basketball. Of course, that the final score against Montana in the Super Brawl from Saturday. Step, driving a kick. King tries the 3. That's no good from the left corner. The rebound grabbed by Northwest. Northwest setting it up, working up at the top of the key, taking it inside, going to the rack. Lefty layup is good. Kind of a circus shot that time from Stepniak, who had 33 in the tight loss against College of Idaho last time out for Northwestern.
College of Idaho, not to be confused with University of Idaho.
Correct. Bobcats with the ball. Steps into the lane, gets into the restricted area, and banks it through contact. That is good. And of course, Northwest, not to be confused with Northwestern, which has gone through my mind silently multiple times after I've said Northwest. Now it's taken away. Almenrud knocks it into the backcourt. Fight for the loose ball, and it's staying with Montana State. Almenrud picking himself up off the hardwood. Like to see the hustle, though, with 9:56 to go in the first half. 23-5 MSU leading.
The defensive intensity has been there, obviously, when you hold a team to 5 points in 10 minutes. You're doing the job, 14% from the field. They haven't made a 3 yet.
Brown steps to his left, lets it fly. That 3 ball is no good. Missed it from the right wing. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It will be Northwest basketball. Which schools will win the Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the upcoming year? Check out how your favorite school is doing at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at directorscup.com. Winners announced in June 2026. The Learfield Directors Cup powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics. Working out of the right wing for Northwest. The Eagles take it into the lane. Kick out to the left wing. Here's the 3 in the air. That's no good. And the rebound grabbed by Montana State. Bobcats plus 13 on the glass in the first half. Miller throws over to King. Up top to Hodges. Back to King. Here's the three. That's good. Christian King, another Wendy's 3 ball. That's his second of the day, 4th overall for Montana State. 2 from Miller, 2 from King.
Yeah, Cats starting to heat up from back there as the defense keeps deflecting balls, and they're rebounding the crazy heck out of it, and now transition is rolling as well.
A lob out off the official, out of bounds. It'll be Bobcat ball. The official's in play.
Yep. Yeah, pretty standard rule. The guard from Northwest kind of looked at him like, what the heck? But that's how it works. He's part of the floor. He's no different than that First Interstate logo sitting on the right in front of us.
Montana State with the ball to our left. Pat McMahon takes it into the lane, leans in, blocked from behind, and it'll go out of bounds. The Bobcats will inbound. Now, I think one of the questions I have about this team going into Big Sky play is just how durable this Bobcat offense will be. We have seen a couple of longer stretches, with some offensive droughts, but part of that also has been, some of the guys and personnel who've been available during those stretches.
There's no doubt. I think you want to be a team that's really consistent. You're scoring consistently, and you feel like you can dial up whatever it is you need to dial up to get a bucket when you need it. And this team has had some droughts, and they've had some issues at late game situations with those droughts, and that's where you really need to have reliability in your offensive execution.
King throws it back to Miller, then down into McMahon in the left corner. 5 to shoot. McMahon into the lane, had it stripped, but they called a foul on Northwest. 2.8 on the clock. They're going to say he was not gathering for the shot yet, which I would agree with. No free throws, and McMahon will inbound, or Bobcats will inbound. When it's hard to find offensive consistency when a great scorer like Christian King has been in and out of the lineup due to injury. Kevin Holden is a guy you were expecting to rely on in those late situations, but he's out now with that ankle injury suffered at Utah State. Hodges down to the right baseline, backing it in, puts it up with a little floater. That's no good. And the rebound grabbed by Northwest. And now you lose some depth with the Waka Inbach injury, and he's out now.
Yeah, and you just have to play through those things. The harder ones are the ones that you feel like are longer term, where you're going to lose a guy even for a month or a month and a half. That makes it really difficult because then you can't really count on them coming back, and you got to make some adjustments. And they pull a red shirt on Seth Almenrud, for example, to make that adjustment.
Howie Keene triggers a good-looking 3. That's no good off the back iron. The rebound grabbed by Northwest, but that's, again, what it's supposed to look like, in rhythm, passing up shots to get that one you really want. It just didn't quite fall with the Cats up 26-5. 7:43 to go first half. Northwest setting it up at the top. Watkins moves over to the left wing. He triggers a contested 3. That's no good. The Bobcats have the rebound. Pat McMahon weaves his way around, and now the Bobcats take it into the front court.
The Cats have done the job on the glass in general. Haven't given up an offensive glass, plus 14. That's the kind of thing that can really help you win games.
Miller with a topside 3. That's no good, but Hodges has the rebound down on the right baseline. Double team trap comes, and he throws it off a defender as he draws a foul. So the Bobcats will maintain the possession, and we will head to a break. Amsterdam Meat Shops, proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics in the Gallatin Valley. We'll take a break. 7:09 to go. First half, Montana State leading Northwest 26-5. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Ribbon Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Starting January 6th, join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Ribbon Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at the MSU Bookstore, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. The MSU Bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org or on campus in the Strand Union building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at the MSU Bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase goes directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students. Go Cats!
Know what's below? Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana811.org. 7:09 to go, first half. Montana State leading their NAIA opponent Northwest 26-5, and the Bobcats getting ready to inbound the basketball. Christian King leading the way for Montana State. They've got 10 points. He's got 10 points today.
Yeah, he's been really aggressive, too. And I love him shooting in transition where he's kind of trailing the play, and then a point guard's able to find him kind of between the 45-degree angles up top. And he's stepped into two up there and knocked him down. Looked really good doing it. A couple putting it on the deck and getting to the basket as well. You'd love to see that. And he's been active on the glass, too. He's got 3 boards already.
Bobcats try to inbound the basketball. Christian King just went down. He holds that right ankle. He stepped on somebody's foot. I was just about to say, too, Christian King's the kind of guy when you get into Big Sky play, his size, his physicality, his ability to shoot and get to the rim, that's the kind of thing that plays really well in this league. But right now trying to check out that right ankle on Christian King.
Yeah, and obviously when you're playing a game like this and you're up 21, you really don't want to see injuries. That's the one thing you want to avoid at all costs if possible. And thankfully you at least have 12 days or so until you play, so there is the opportunity to heal if it's just an easy little roll or whatever.
Right, but at the same time for King, he'd missed 3-4 games, so he's kind of trying to get himself back into game shape, back into the rhythm, and so these are kind of important minutes for him.
Yeah, well, and maybe it's just a cramp or something like that. That would be ideal because obviously you're not going to miss any time, even in this game, but he definitely didn't try and get up. He definitely sat down, and they've been kind of working on that right ankle, it looks like. Right ankle.
Yeah. So they're taking a look at that right now. We're keeping it here with 7:08 to go in the first half. Bobcats up 26-5 against Northwest at First Interstate Bank. It's all about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you. Member FDIC. So still taking a look at King. They are helping him up now. He is not putting weight on that right ankle, and now he puts a little bit of weight on that right foot. And he is very gingerly walking off. Not looking great. A little surprised he's coming back toward the bench rather than going back to the locker room right now, too.
Yeah. Although the training room is that direction, so he may bypass the bench and head to the training room there and get that thing taped up and see if he can go. Maybe a tough thing, even if he could go, do you play him? You're in a game where you do not want to lose guys for the game that matters next, which is Northern Colorado.
Right. Well, and it's just having watched his absence, you can see how much of a glue and kind of linchpin and bridge he can be during some of those droughts because of his offensive versatility and his size. So Bobcats go back to work on the offensive side. You don't see guys that big, like that long, that stout as Seth Almonder gets down to the right block with a right-handed layup in this league all that often. That's why you figured he was going to be a real matchup nightmare in the Big Sky.
Yeah, and I think he will be, and I would agree with you. I think his ability to break droughts was something they missed for that 4-game stretch or so when he was out.
Pass into the left corner is the 3, and that is good. That one fallen in by Trent Williams from the left corner. Montana State has the ball to our left. Jeremiah Davis has the ball picked out of his pocket. He's able to survive and keep it alive on the baseline as Montana State moves it around the perimeter. Over to Miller, then down to McMahon on the right baseline. McMahon posting up. Gets down to that right block, back in, turns, fall away jumper. No, that's short. And Northwest has the rebound. Got to his spot, just didn't finish. Working his way inside, Watkins hands it off at the free throw line. Here's a jumper, that is good, rattling home. Rasheed Potter putting it home. 28-10, Montana State leads it, 6 minutes to go first half. McMahon working out on the right wing. Goes up to Davis, into Hodges on the left elbow. Out to Ammanrud, gets behind the screen, triggers the three. That's no good. The rebound grab by Northwest. But again, that's kind of what it's supposed to look like. That's the guy, that's the position you want.
Yeah, wide open look. Got a good, clean look at it.
And now slip into the rack. Potter able to dunk it home, and then he's going to get hit for a technical, celebrating the dunk.
Yeah, he was pretty excited about that, you know.
Oh, yeah. Did the pull up on the rim. It's textbook.
Yeah.
Can't pull your chin up above the rim like that.
Yeah, it's funny because every now and then a thing like that can really inspire a team and some good things can happen. But I don't know down 16 if what you're looking for is a technical to basically wipe out the 2 points you just took.
Right. And then we just get a timeout here, too?
Yeah, Coach Logie called the timeout as soon as the dunk happened.
Yeah. That's what it was.
He actually called the timeout before the technical was called.
Yeah, so it was a timeout called by Montana State. Not on the floor, but just staying here. Still have the under 4 media timeout, but Coach Logie called that timeout right as that technical happened. And you don't blame him because right now Northwest on a 7-0 run, and that's not what you want to see in this moment. I feel like sometimes in these games it's easy to come out and, really have that intensity, but then once you see the ball falling through the hoop and you got some control, that's when it's tough to keep that intensity up.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you get off to that great start, which obviously the Bobcats did, and how do you better that kind of becomes the thing, and guys got to discipline themselves to do it. I mean, you think back to the game that the Bobcats lost, just a week ago. Like, losing your intensity with a big lead is not something you want to be good about, and Oral Roberts took advantage of that and pushed that back.
Toyota is a proud partner of Bobcat men's basketball. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
I don't think Northwest has the talent that an Oral Roberts has, but still it's just part of that growing and discipline as a team.
Bounce pass tipped, recovered by McMahon. He spins into the lane, lays it up, and good. Let the foul and the travel go, just letting it all hang out. And Pat McMahon, a crafty finish. Driving a handoff underneath, layup is no good. The Bobcats have the rebounds. Jeremiah Davis pushes the tempo a bit, one-on-one, works his way into the lane, lost the handle on it, and it is out of bounds. And it'll go the other way. Shade Potter trying to bring some emotional energy right now.
Yeah, I appreciate what he's trying to do for his team. He's trying to get them fired up and get them going, and he can do it in better ways than getting a technical, but he is definitely trying to inspire his team to play better.
Coach Logie working the officials right now. I think the officials are like, yeah, look, we'll just call whatever you want. The right block. Layup is short, and the Bobcats have the rebound. Pat McMahon has it with 4:45 to go in the first half. MSU up 31-12. Now McMahon adjusts in the air and draws the foul, and he will go to the line with 4:39 left in the first half.
Good little penetration there, get a ball screen action, and get McMahon going downhill to the rim. He's able to get in there. Had to adjust his shot just because it looked like he was going to get a block, but get a couple free throws out of the deal.
That free throw is good for Pat McMahon. I think one of the things a lot of people looking for in McMahon is that versatility of scoring. Is he somebody who can score in a few different ways this year?
Yeah, that's a big difference from a year ago, I would say, or even the last couple of years. His ability to show that versatility and be able to do more than just get off the bounce or post up. He's shooting the three ball a little bit better. He's getting himself to the line a lot. Doing a lot of good things.
MSU on defense. Northwest with the ball. Left corner three is no good. Montana State has the rebound. Jaden Stepp on the move from right to left. Gives it to Davis. Working out at the left wing. Pestered keeps the handles. Gets inside. Bounce on the left block. Stepp kicks it out to the right corner. McMahon. That three is good. How about that ball movement, Brian? That thing went from the left wing to the baseline to the right wing to the right corner before that three.
Yeah, that right there was as good as it gets offensively.
Now the other way, a left wing three. That's no good. The Bobcats have the rebound. Jeremiah Davis lost it. Bobcats turn it over. Handoff underneath. Layup, no, and Montana State has the rebound. 3:45 remaining in the first half. Stepp on the move, gives it out to McMahon, to Davis. Right corner three. That's open and good. Jeremiah Davis pours it in. That Wendy's three ball converted. The Bobcats on a 10-0 run.
Yeah, and the Cats, man, their ability to make those threes in bunches is just crazy. They do it game after game.
Foul on Jaden Stepp. Free throws coming for Northwest, and we will step aside and take a break from First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 3:31 to go first half. Montana State leads Northwest 38-12. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
Whether it's game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. 3:33 to go in the first half. Montana State leading 38-12. We're sitting at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. And, well, Brian, what are we seeing here? And it's a lower tier opponent, but still trying to take care of business here for Montana State in the final non-conference game of the year.
Yeah, a lot of positives. I mean, being up 16 on the glass is the thing that jumps off the page. They did give up an offensive rebound there recently, but, man, 16 on the glass and then holding the team to 19% from the field. I don't care who you are. You know, even a squirrel finds a nut every now and then, so you got to do your job, and they're doing that job defensively. Held them 12 points early on.
First free throw is no good from Christian Watkins.
I also like runs. I've always felt like basketball is a game of runs, and when you dominate the runs, things happen, and the Cats already have 2 double-figure runs, a 21-0 run to start, and that free throw just broke a 10-0 run that the Cats had going as well.
MSU with the ball. They lead it 38-13, 3:25 to go in the first half. Jaden Stepp hands it off for Howie Keene, and we got a whistle away from the ball. A foul on Northwest. The Bobcats will be shooting a 1-1.
Yeah, a little back cut right there. Jeremiah Davis makes the cut, and he gets wrapped up with his Eagle friend there, and Eagle friend didn't break contact soon enough, and the official saw the getting knocked around and made the call.
So the front end of the 1-1 from Davis is good. That's nice to see. Bobcats now 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Does feel like the free throw shooting throughout this year has been a little up and down.
Yeah, they obviously hadn't been good today. It's definitely a reason, though, they've been in so many close games, because I would say more than not, they've shot the ball pretty well, and their overall season percentage is pretty good.
Next free throw is good from Jeremiah Davis. Northwest with the basketball. Eagles into the front court. Watkins working out on the right wing. Swings it around into the left corner. And now we got a whistle and a turnover on Northwest as they stepped on that far left sideline.
Yeah, good low ball pressure there. Good defense by Jaden Stepp, and Cats have possession again. 27-point lead going toward the half now. You want to finish halves well. It doesn't matter who you're playing. How do you finish this half well, end up in 30 points territory?
Davian Brown comes up short on a streaking lefty layup attempt. Northwest on the move the other way. Transition left wing 3. That's good. Quick knockdown by Lee Dorsey out of Atlanta, Georgia. MSU into the front court. Howie Keene out on the right sideline. Turn to the corner into the lane. Bounce pass underneath for Stepp. Pump fake. Now leans in. Kind of a circus shot. Gets up and falls in.
Don't teach that one at home, kids. There were more herky jerks right there, and he found a way to get a visual of the rim and knock it in.
Free throw line jumper is no good. Bobcats moving the other way. Step slows it down on the left block with a 42-16 lead. 2:20 to go first half. Jeremiah Davis hands it off for McMahon. Then to Step, still beyond the perimeter. Hand off for Howie Keene. Settles the feet, tries the jumper. That's no good. Way too strong off the glass. The rebound grabbed by Northwest. Eagles from left to right. Ball around the perimeter over to the left wing. Watkins slings over to the right wing, stepping inside, runner up, no. And Jaden Stepp has the rebound for Montana State with 1:55 remaining in the first half. Here's Brown on the left wing, give it a step. Turns the corner down to the left block. Kick out to the right corner, Keene, his three. That's good. Howie Keene pouring it in. Good to see for the freshman from Texas.
Yeah, good look for him. It's always good to see guys make shots. We talked about that early, right? Positives for everybody. Well, Howie King has at least a positive coming off tonight's game.
Jumper in the middle of the lane by Watkins is good. Seems like a pretty crafty point guard. A good kind of body size. Not too tall, but certainly sturdy, and that's important when you're trying to get in amongst the trees as a point guard. Davian Brown working on the right wing. Throws to Davis on the left wing with 70 seconds to go in the first half. MSU up 45-18. Davis working out on the right sideline. Backing it in and down and blocked from behind. Got his own rebound, then knocked free. Recovered by Brown to Step with 2 to shoot. Gets into traffic, floats it up, no. And the rebound grabbed by Northwest with under a minute remaining in the first half. Toss into the post. Catch is made on an easy dunk by Bayak.
Well, you want to finish the half well. 7-7 right now since the 3-minute mark.
Step out on the left wing, works his way inside, lost the handle. Davis picks it up. Bounce pass to Step. Around to the left wing for McMahon. Tries to turn the corner, now does. Gets inside, lays it up, no, but draws the foul. And Pat McMahon will go to the line. And two of the guys trying to fight their way into the rotation are Howie Keene and Jaden Step. Both guys obviously with good talent. Just trying to find some of that consistency in executing the offense in particular to get themselves out on the floor.
Yeah, and Step feels like the guy who defensively probably has the advantage, rebounding in that over Howie, but Howie's offense is intriguing. He can make an open three with his feet set. And if he can clean up a little bit of his freshmanness on the defensive end, he could end up winning that position battle.
Free throw's good. 26 seconds left in the half. Montana State leads 46-20. Shot clock off, final possession of the first half. Picked up the dribble. Pestert throws over to the far left sideline. 13 seconds left in the half. Handoff there. Bobbled. Recovered. Now Watkins with 8 seconds left in the half. Crosses over. Gets inside. Going to the rack. Scoop shot up. That's no good. Bobcats have the rebound. 2 seconds and then 1. Amonrud to Keene. And that's the end of the half. Didn't quite get the shot off. Amonrud could try to contest it 3. Tried to get what would have been a really open look for Keene, but pass was a little behind him. Couldn't quite stick it. And that's how the first half comes to a close. All right, we'll take a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State leading 46-20 against Northwest. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Ribbon Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Starting January 6th, join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Ribbon Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Visiting West Yellowstone during the winter is a rare treat. The snow-covered landscape, frozen waterfalls, and frosted trees create a surreal winterscape. You'll enjoy our renowned hospitality, authentic Montana cuisine, and unmatched recreational opportunities. We encourage our guests to recreate responsibly and plan ahead to ensure a memorable trip. Plan your experience at DestinationYellowstone.com or YellowstoneDestination.com.
It's halftime, and Montana State leads Northwest 46-20. Ready to quit smoking, vaping, or using tobacco? Quit now. Montana.com is here to help with free personalized tools and support. Anytime you need it, you can connect with trained coaches, get tips that work, and find the motivation to keep going. Thousands of Montanans have quit, and you can too. It's free, it's confidential, and it works. Visit quitnowmontana.com today and start your journey to a healthier you. 46-20, Montana State leading it. Overall, Brian, a little ebb and flow there for the Bobcats, but in general, this is what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're up 26 at halftime. You're kind of hoping to be up 30 if you're honest with it, but it's pretty close. You look at their other two non-D1 games, they averaged a 103-49 margin, so you're looking at a 54-point spread. They're on pace for that. They're a little bit low pace for the 103 offensively, but they're ahead of pace defensively with the 20 points versus the 49. The offense just had some ups and downs there. You like to see the offense be a little more consistent. You like to see maybe a little just easier and whatever, but didn't happen. You go in at halftime, you adjust. I go back to what we were talking about pregame, though. The focus and the ability to be present in the second half is going to be really key, because it'd be so easy to come out and just really struggle to lock in up 26, knowing you're 20 minutes away from getting on a plane and going to Christmas break.
Montana State led by Christian King, who had 10 points in that first half, but did leave with an injury, and wouldn't imagine we're going to see him back out there. The question will be, how long is he going to be out? Jeremiah Davis, 7 points and 5 rebounds today. That's a good boost. Jed Miller's got 9 points. Pat McMahon has 9 points as well. Cats shoot 43% from the field, 7 of 19 from 3. That's 77. Wendy's 3 balls, 37% from 3, and 5 of 9 from the free throw line. All right. We will take a break. More to come at the half. Montana State leads Northwest 46-20. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Vance Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision, proud to be the official LASIK provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at VanceThompsonVision.com. All right, take a look at some of the other scores and the schedule from around the league today. Weber State is at home against Lincoln University. That will be a non-D1 game. Eastern Washington is at number 10, BYU. That one coming up at 7 o'clock. And Sac State is at Cal State Northridge at 8 o'clock tonight. Top 25 action around the nation. Number 23, Georgia, putting it on West Georgia, up 103-74 as that game is about to go final. Number 12, North Carolina has East Carolina at 6 o'clock. Davidson's at number 17, Kansas tonight. Missouri's at number 20, Illinois. That'll be a fun one at 6 o'clock today. So those are some of the interesting ones. And then number 1, Arizona. They're undefeated. They're 11-0 hosting with the unit Cookman. All right, we'll take another break. Cats lead it 46-20 against Northwest at halftime. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, ooh, pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
Getting ready to go for the second half. Montana State leads it 46-20 against Northwest. We're about 5 minutes away from the start of the second half today. All right, before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball. Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe as we get ready to go for the second half of play. Montana State leading it 46-20. All right, one more break on the other side of this timeout. We're ready for the second half between Montana State and Northwest. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
At Williams Homes, we're more than builders. We're family. For over 30 years, our name has meant quality care and homes built to last for generations. Because buying a home isn't just about today, it's about your future. Right now, we're locking in prices on move-in ready homes. No surprises, no shifting costs. Plus, for a limited time, get flex cash for closing costs, upgrades, HOA fees, or a rate buy-down. Your dreams deserve a strong foundation. Williams Homes, built by our family for yours. Visit williamshomes.com.
Getting ready to go for the second half. Montana State leading Northwest 46-20, looking to finish this thing off strongly and have some good vibes going into the holiday break. Bobcat basketball is brought to you by Kendall Ford of Bozeman, a proud supporter of Montana State athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. All right, Brian, 26-point lead at the half. What are we looking for out of the Bobcats here in the second half today?
Yeah, I think the first thing is just where's your mentality coming out of this halftime? I'm going to guess Coach Logie gave him a little bit of an earful there. He probably did not like the way that first half ended. Great start, tremendous start, but you got to play 40 minutes and continue through it, and I think he would want to see that consistency beginning in the early second half here and go from there, and then ultimately get this thing out of control and not have to worry about it.
And hopefully healthy, so no walk-up and botch for the foreseeable future. Kevin Holden out for the foreseeable future here for Montana State. Christian King went down with an injury in this one, is not back out on the bench right now. That would be a big loss if it's an extended long-term situation. Luckily, a little bit of a break here. Cats are back in action next at home on January 1st against the reigning Big Sky champs, Northern Colorado, NAU in town on that Saturday, preceding the national championship game as well. So, gonna want everybody firing on all cylinders because I think you kind of said it earlier correctly, Brian. That Big Sky championship's basically on the line in game one.
I mean, it's you go down to the team that's predicted to win it, or at least is the reigning champs at home. All of a sudden, you're effectively 2 games back from the beginning. So. You want to get out of the gate strong. You love when you get a start at home in league, but it does put a little pressure on to go 2-0 and get off that quick start. And then you go to Eastern Washington next, who's really not been impressive at this point in the season, and you're thinking, wow, you got a chance 3-0, 4-0 if you can get that first one. But that first one's going to be the toughest.
Right. And then, after Eastern is Idaho, and Idaho's had some fanfare coming into this season. I think people are decently high on what they're going to do. And the Bobcats have struggled a little bit in Moscow the last couple of years since they opened that new arena.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And then you come home for Cat Grizz. So all of a sudden, those first 5 games are going to go a long way in setting the table for this team as they advance through the Big Sky play.
Northwest begins the second half with the basketball. Watkins works his way into the paint, hands it off, jumper from the elbow, no good. Bobcats have the rebound. Jed Miller moving down the floor, throws it into Davis, who throws it back to Jed Miller. Bobcats improved point guard play this year for sure, which will certainly help as the year goes on. Miller working out the elbow, throws out to Davis. Into the right corner for McMahon. Down to the right baseline for Hodges. Working inside, gets down with a lefty hook, and that's good. And Hodges opens the scoring with 2 points. MSU up 48-20 with 19:10 to go in the second half.
Yeah, and you got to love the fact that Hodges gets going here. Missed a couple early first half, didn't get any other attempts, so love the fact he starts second half off good.
Out of control jumper in the middle of the lane is good from Williams for his first points. The Bobcats moving now from left to right. There's Brown to the drive, gets inside, stops, kicks it out. McMahon hands it off for Davis. Turns the corner over to the left wing. Goes back to the right wing for Miller. Up to Hodges at the top of the key. Handoff for Miller. Behind the screen, works his way inside. Throws to McMahon, working the right baseline. Kick out Davis. Catch and shoot. Topside three. No. Hodges the offensive rebound on the left block. Turns, hooks, rimming. No. Left that one just a bit short. And everything but the bucket. Watkins bounces it down to the left block. Here's the mid-range jumper. That's no good. Miller has the rebound. MSU with the ball from left to right. Around to Miller on the left wing. Moves left around the screen. Spots up a three and missed it. Offensive rebound by Jeremiah Davis. Backing it out to the left corner. Throw down to the left baseline. Hodges trying to back in. Gets himself into the paint and hooks it up and in. He missed that hook shot on the last possession. And he left it a little bit short. That time got himself one step deeper, and it fell through.
Yeah, 2 for 3 here early going. He's got all 4 Bobcat points in the second half. But I just like the fact he's being aggressive. He's drawing some contact, getting to the chest. Just got to finish those shots in and around the basket.
Kick out to the left wing. Watkins has it for the Eagles. Crosses over, down to the left block, steps back on the left baseline. Jumper is up, that's no good, and Hodges has the rebound. MSU now moving from left to right. Pat McMahon takes it to the top of the key, hands it off for Miller. Bounce to the left elbow. Hodges gives it back to Miller. Crosses over into the lane, gets down to the right block, skips the pass out into the left corner. Pat McMahon tries the three. That's good. Wendy's three ball from Pat McMahon, who's into double figures with a dozen. His second three of the day.
Really tough shot there by McMahon. You get that pass, that feed coming, and it's on a bounce and comes up short. You're able to dig it out, kind of like that shortstop would, and make a play on it. Nice finish.
Cats get the stop. Now they're back on the offensive side quickly. Hodges bullying things down underneath and finishes down on the right block. Love to see it.
Yeah, hey man, get that ball in, get the big fella going, give him a feel, and let him go to Christmas feeling really good about side. He's up to 6 now, 4 rebounds, so halfway to double-double, Bill.
Jumper is good. Tough shot on the left block. And Bobcats leading 55-24, 16:20 to go first half.
Yeah, good start second half here. 9-4. Hodges getting involved, getting some things. McMahon with the three, and the defense has been steady.
Bounce into the mid-post. Hodges turns and is fouled. They're doing their best not to call too much, but that one you could not overlook.
Yeah, I appreciate the officials letting guys play and everything else. And that one, though, when you take 2 hands to the forearm, got to call it.
Always good to know where the line is.
Yeah, there's a line there. It's 3 on Bayek, and he is a thin, long, athletic kid.
Free throw is good from Hodges. The Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites, a proud sponsor of MSU Athletics and the Montana State Alumni Association. The Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit ComeOnIn.com to book your stay today. First free throw is good from Hodges. Now his second. Through as well. Always nice when you got the big man knocking down free throws.
Yeah, I like that little stretch for Chris. It's been needed, man. The guy's been busting his tail and just hasn't had the results consistently. So right there you put up 8 quick points, grab a couple boards. That's got to feel good.
Northwest with the basketball to our left. They move it around the perimeter over to the left wing. Taking it down to the left block. Spins. Skip out to the right wing. Driving a spin into the lane. Jump pass out to the left corner. Here's the three. That's good. The 3 ball falls. The third of the day for Northwest. When they are playing well, they're knocking down the 3 ball.
Yeah. Not enough of them today so far. 3 for 15 is not going to win you an Emmy.
MSU up by 30, 15.5 to play in the game. Pat McMahon hands off for Jaden Stepp. Then to Miller, his left wing three. That's no good. The rebound grabbed by Northwest. Important minutes here for Jaden Stepp, trying to solidify his spot in the rotation as Big Sky plays around the corner. Right corner three, and he stepped on the sideline as he released that three. Turnover by Northwest. That'll take us to a break from the first Interstate Bank broadcast position. 15 minutes, 17 seconds to go in the game. Montana State leads at 57-27 against Northwest. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's best cabinet shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
Real milk is a nutrient-rich product. It contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. Montana State leads at 57-27 with 15-17 to go in the first half. Big Sky play begins on January 1st here against Northern Colorado. We've got our first Cat Chat of the year on Tuesday, January 6th at 6:30. Over at Montana's Ribbon Chop House, which is where I got a chance to sit down and watch that Bears victory against the Packers after the game, the Super Bowl on Saturday. Great place to watch some football over there.
I thought it was really cool that DJ Moore paid tribute to Rocky Lencioni with the similar over-the-head kind of catch. Obviously, DJ was watching the brawl of the Wild.
Yeah, for sure. Jaden Stepp with a right wing three. That's no good. Man, some of the pictures out of that shot of Moore's catch had the defender from the Packers with his hands right over his eyes and still made that catch. That's one that's living in infamy in the Windy City for a long, long time. His pass underneath is knocked free. The Bobcats force turnover.
Yeah, good football weekend for you, for sure.
I even had a chance to watch it with some Bobcat fans at Ribbon Chop House sitting around the bar over there, which was nice. Got them on the Bears bandwagon pretty quickly. Almenrud throws it into Miller in the right corner, throws it up top to Stepp. Handoff for Almenrud, pumps the three, didn't have it. Wisely keeps it in his hands, now gives to Jed Miller, 10 to shoot. Miller gets underneath, throws to Stepp in the middle of the lane, spins to the left shoulder, and lays it up. Good and one. Good finish from Jaden Stepp. And he'll go to the line for two. Some of these games like this, when it's lopsided competition, you feel one or two guys where it's like, hey, this is a game for you. This is a game where we need to see you dominate, need to see kind of that real command of execution within a squad and a philosophy, and Jaden Stepp's kind of one of those guys.
Yeah, no doubt, and I think the thing he's got to do a little bit better in the second half of this season is what he just did, finish around the basket, get through that contact, and contribute just a little bit offensively. You don't have to be a double-figure guy to make a difference. A 4 or 6 point contribution can be all that matters in a win or loss.
Free throw is good for a step now the other way. A quick jumper at the free throw line. And beyond the numbers, too, what the coaches are really looking for when a guy transfers in is that true command of the offense, command of the defense, being in the right spot at the right time, and being there confidently and ready to make a play as Amanrud draws the foul, driving to the rim. But, those are one of those eye test things that you don't always quantify. But it's easy for a coaching staff to tell when you're playing within a system confidently and you're ready to make a play when the ball comes your way.
Yeah, the other thing you're going to be doing is thinking, and thinking means slow play and turnovers and lack of execution. So you get guys that gain that comfort level after transferring to where they don't have to think. They just play and react and move, and that's what you want to see is Amanrud makes that first free throw. And I think for any transfer, that's hard.
Absolutely.
A lot of these guys now think about it. I mean, they're playing in 2-3 different systems between their senior year of high school and their junior year of college. And how do you keep track and, learn systems and the nuances? It's one thing to just know the offense. Amanrud makes a second. Is you also got to make sure that you know the nuance, the thing you got to do to make a difference and change the game. And right now, that's something that Step's still figuring out.
Amanrud stepped on the right sideline. Bobcats turned the ball over on that break, up 62-29 with 13:40 to go in the second half, rather. It says period 1 on the board. I assure you we're in the second half.
We are definitely in the second half. Otherwise, we have scored a lot of points.
Yeah, yeah. Northwest to take the ball from right to left. Quick trigger right wing three. That's too strong. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Northwest. Bobcats plus 21 on the glass, up 40-29 right now. That's what you're supposed to be doing here, but it's still hard.
Yeah, that's a big number, man. I don't care what it is. You got to get a lot of stops to get that many extra rebounds.
That's what they've done. Northwest shooting under 30% so far today. Catch and shoot right wing three. That's no good, and Jeremiah Davis has the rebound. Fun watching J.D. working inside on the glass on some of those plays. So he gets it out to Amanrud. Into the free throw line, down to the left block. Stops. Gets rid of it out to the left wing. Hand off for Davian Brown. Up to the top and around to Davis in the right corner. Moves left. Goes up to the top of the key. Over to the left wing. Amanrud, 5 to shoot. Steps up for a 3. That got partially blocked. Tipped out of bounds. And it's going to Northwest.
Yeah, late shot clock shot right there. Good defense by Northwest to get a hand on it. And Seth is unable to get it up over Potter's long arms. He's definitely a long, athletic kid.
Northwest has the basketball. They're on the move from right to left. 62-29, 12:50 to go in the game. Up to the top. Throw back to the left wing. Step tried to jump the pass. Couldn't quite get there. Still going to work. Turn to the corner into the lane. Throw back out to the mid post. On the left side. Working into the paint. Stops. Off balance lefty jumper's no good. And then foul. Chasing after that rebound.
Yeah, I think Amanrud got a little holdy on Potter. And Potter trying to get on the offensive glass. See if he can get his team a third offensive rebound on the day.
Northwest going to work offensively out on the left wing. Now a drive to the free throw line. Has to get rid of it with the Cats defense there. Out to the left wing now. Here's a quick trigger three. That's no good. Rebound, Funny Karam, loose on the floor in the right corner. Northwest comes away with the offensive board. Out to the left wing. Working on the left baseline. Gets underneath. Get past the free throw line. Layup is good. Boy, that was a tough finish underneath. Cats quickly the other way. Hodges draws the foul. Just got whacked. Just under 12 to play, and we'll take a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 11:59 to go in the game. Montana State leads it 62-31 over Northwest. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our value and that we are here to stay. I'm Lisa Kelly, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. We strive to be there for our members through all of life's journeys, from having a baby to starting a business to even in later ages when looking for Medicare options. We're there at every moment to support our members in sickness and in health. We're there no matter what. It's beautiful.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity app, available on Apple and Android. With new features this season, it's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, courtside at the Brick. 11:59 to go in the first half. Bobcats leading the Northwest Eagles 62-31. Brian, you've lived a coach's life. How long have you been living in Bozeman now?
2008. So what's that, 17 years?
Yeah. Have you had an inkling or desire to purchase a cowboy hat or cowboy boots in your time here?
I just don't think that's my look. Sorry to say. I too many years in tennis shoes to make that transition. But full respect for all that can. Just don't happen to be that guy.
Hodges knocks down the free throw. Well, I asked because my wife, Coach Nicola, and I had a small feature with Bradley Warren on the ABC News here this week as this free throw is up and no good. And my wife comes from a farm town in the East Bay of California, but I do not. I'm from Chicago, and she wanted to get a cowboy hat, so had a little piece on that. And I did not buy the cowboy hat and cowboy boots, but I did try them on for the first time, and I think that's probably going to be the only time I put those on, as the topside three is no good.
I think Nicola could pull a cowboy hat without question.
Yeah.
She'd be able to make that work. You, on the other hand, not feeling it.
No, I had to let Bradley know as Jeremiah Davis gets in underneath and Swarm kicks out of traffic to Brown, who knocks down a three in the left corner. Athletic pass from Jeremiah Davis. Stavian Brown knocks down the three ball. But, really there's two things that'll get you ostracized from Chicago, and that's being a Packer fan and being a poser. And, well, I really just don't do enough Cowboy stuff to wear a cowboy hat.
Yeah, no, it's a different deal. But, you're going to Nashville now. It's kind of the somewhat Western culture. You're going to have to fit in out there, is get a little action down on Broadway Street and that.
Right wing three is short, and Bobcats have the rebound. The city of Frisco gave everybody cowboy hats when they arrived down in Frisco. Now, I didn't make it down there at that point, so I was out traveling with basketball, but they did start handing those out pretty freely. But at the end of the day, these hands are too soft to wear cowboy hats. Cowboy boots. Right corner three, Brown. Yes! Davian Brown pouring it home. He's got 8 points. Brown has had some big scoring games. He's a very veteran guard. That's the kind of guy that can really carry it for some stretches at different points this year.
Yeah, and he's going to have to in league. I think he's going to have to be one of the Bobcats' key players. Probably Brown, Miller, McMahon are your three that have to be really, really good throughout this next stretch of games. And then other guys complement that, whether that's Hodges or Jeremiah Davis. Those guys will contribute. Christian King's the X factor, if he's healthy and playing at 100%. Feel really good about him as well. But, you get into league, you start to see the rotation. You might be at 10 guys non-league. It's probably going to get to 8, maybe 9 in league, depending on foul trouble and such. But you're going to have a lot of production from especially that starting group.
Into the post, step, kick out Brown, around to the top. Here's Jeremiah Davis, open three. That's good.
3 straight threes for the Cats. There it is again, threes in bunches. And Davian Brown's been really good today, just trying to get everybody involved. And you see everybody who's played has scored at least 3 points.
And for Jeremiah Davis, he came back down the floor feeling pretty good, pumping his fist. You like to see that.
Yeah, he's got a pair of threes and double-figure game. 2 rebounds from a double-double.
He was a tremendous JUCO player and then had the injury last year that killed all but 10 games for him last season. As this runner's up, no good, and a shot clock violation will be Bobcat basketball. But you can see the ceiling that a guy like Jeremiah Davis has, especially in this league. He's so athletic, he's long, and can do a lot of different things.
Yeah, and there's such an advantage to guys that have played a lot of college games.
Yep.
You mentioned earlier Davian Brown and all his experience, and you think about Jeremiah Davis there. Even Seth Almenrud coming in that first game, he's guy played 60 college games coming into that.
After a turnover, Northwest missed a quick 3, 9.25 to play in the game, 72-31, Montana State leading it. Seth Almenrud working his way down to the left elbow, throws out to the top for Step, around to the right wing for Brown. Gets to the right elbow, bounce pass down to the right block, Step, hands it off, Keene makes the catch, floats it up, good and one from the middle of the lane. Howie Keene will go to the line. And it is amazing, too, to see how big of an advantage it is for some teams that have guys in the system, even if it's just like 2 years. I mean, Northern Colorado, honestly, it's one of the perfect examples. They brought a lot back from last year, and those guys know what they're doing under Coach Smiley.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And experience matters, man. That's the difference in really college athletics is, and for how many years, going to the NCAA tournament, it's that team with 6 seniors that upsets the high major program that's got a bunch of young players, and you just never can underestimate the value of experience.
Really is becoming one of those superpowers, and it's one of those things too that as these players continue to make the decisions that are best for them, well, that's going to be a positive factor to stick around at a place sometimes when you feel like you fit into a system and you feel like you could be a good team if guys stay around. As this 3 is no good, and Howie Keene, high points to rebound, but you can see the athleticism there. Seth Almenrud in transition now, his 3 is short, and Northwest has the rebound.
Yeah, no doubt about Seth. I like Seth's shot right there. I just wish he wouldn't have hesitated. He kind of balked on the trigger. Pull that trigger, man. You're open. You're a really good shooter. Let her rip. Don't hesitate whatsoever.
Now the other way, a left wing 3. That's no good. MSU has the rebound. Just over 8 minutes to go in the game. Montana State leading 75-31. Step underneath. Out to Miller at the top. Moves right around the screen at the top of the key. And Miller's part of what's going to be a real strength for the Cats as Jeremiah Davis finds Jaden Step cut into the rack with an easy lay-in. That was perfectly placed from Jeremiah Davis.
Yeah, Cats 15-0 now in the last 4 minutes, making a run at that 21-0 run from earlier today.
Rebound, jostle around. Keene tips to Davis. Good hustle, good ups from everybody. Good to see that spring in the step. 77-31, MSU leading 7:35 left in the second half. Almenrud at the top triggers a 3. That's no good, and Northwest has the rebound. I mean, where would you say that the biggest strength of this Bobcat team is heading into conference play?
I think it's got to be on the perimeter. You look at Davian Brown, Jed Miller, what they're going to bring, Pat McMahon. I just think the perimeter is going to carry him. Jeremiah Davis, I think his emergence has been huge, and even if you had Kevin Holden back, you'd even say it more. But I think that perimeter's going to have to set the tone and carry the weight a little bit, especially on the offensive end. And the front line is going to be a little bit more of backup on that.
Keene has his pass taken away. Turnover by Montana State. Northwest moves the other way, trailing 77-34. 6:50 remaining in the ball game. Yeah, that offensive consistency, especially if Christian King ends up out for any extended period of time, be a question mark. And really, since that Denver game, the jumper is good for Northwest. That Denver game, it felt like Montana State just didn't get the stops they needed down the stretch. Since then, the defense seems to have taken another step up.
Yeah, the defense has been good. I mean, you're holding teams below 70 points a game. You're going to win a lot of games,
especially against this schedule.
No
Step
question.
Draws a foul.
Yeah, you're talking a really good schedule. Utah State, Stanford, Oregon State, Colorado. Like that's a big number to do and something to build on as they move forward.
We'll step aside. Montana State leading 77-36 against Northwest. 6:17 to go in the ball game. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
If you want variety, great prices, and sales, stop by your local Town Pump. Coors and Miller 18-pack cans and bottles, $18.99. Pump It Up members save an additional $2, only $16.99. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up, yeah.
Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. 6 minutes, 17 seconds to go in the game. Bobcats leading 77-36 against the Northwest Eagles. Jaden Stepp putting up some solid numbers today. He's got one other double-figure scoring game. That was against Northwest Indian College. He had the 15 points in 28 minutes. So other than that, his next high is 7.
Yeah, and Jeremiah Davis just got double-double, so he's got 10 points, 11 boards. Couple assists to go with that.
Jaden Stepp is at the line right now. Had the 1 year at Colorado State last year, played in 7 games. 12 total minutes. Next free throw is good.
He was a guy I know that Matt Logie and staff had recruited out of high school and felt like even though he chose to go to the Mountain West, that he might be a bounce-back candidate, and obviously they were correct.
Next free throw is good. You can see the size and the length. We'll just wait for some of that consistent execution coming along, and these are the types of moments and minutes where you get to kind of prove that. Yeah, sure, it's 79-36, Montana State leading, but there are a lot of important minutes on the line as Davian Brown gets up and knocks a lob pass away. Miller out to Keene, settles up, puts it up, and in. So you get the puppies organized, as they say. Nice shot from Howie Keene.
Yeah, good to see. Again, you want all these positives for guys, and you got 6 guys that have made a pair of threes today. It's been a lot of good things.
Northwest converts on a left wing 3, 82-39, MSU leading. 5:31 to go in the ballgame. Handoff for Keene, trying to turn the corner into the lane. Kick out Ammanroot, tries the right corner 3. That's no good. Rebound tipped and 1. Davian Brown gives it to Keene, and the Bobcats get set back up in their offense. Out to Jaden Stepp. Hands it off for Miller. Turns to the free throw line, throws out to Keene. 7 to shoot. Keene spins into the paint, leans in, scoops it up. Oh, left it just short on that little scooping right-handed layup, but nice spin move.
Yeah, good little play there by the freshman.
Brown with a hand check foul. Yeah, you could see that young athleticism out of Howie Keene and what kind of ceiling could be in there.
Yeah, and I can tell you right now, too, he's played 18 minutes. His quads are on fire. The lack of explosion on that last little spin and finishing it really just comes down to he doesn't have those game minutes logged yet. And those, I'm telling you, the quads are just burning up.
Northwest working offensively up, trailing 82-39 against the Cats. 4:45 to go in the game. Turning into the lane, bobbled, recovered. Throw out to the right wing, catch, step to the left. Here's a 3. That's no good. Brown intercepts that ball that never touched anything until it got to his hands. There to Miller, weaving through, gives it out to Keene. Handoff for Brown. Toss around to Stepp. Handoff for Ammanroot. Bounce pass into the post. Stepp with a smaller guard on him. Draws a double, gets rid of it. 8 to shoot to Miller. Bounce pass down to the left baseline. Step into the lane. Kick out right corner. Here's a 3. That's good. Nice launch that time from Howie Keene. Tell you, that jump shot looks practiced. That is a man who has been in the gym.
Yeah, no, his jumper is his attribute. And I'll tell you what, that's the thing he might bring to this team in league. It's just his ability to knock down open shots.
Call a foul on Montana State, and that'll take us to a break. As we'll see Grayson Gaddis and Callum Rutherford get into the game next. 3:49 to go. Montana State leads it 85-39. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, mobile banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
3:49 to go in the ball game. Montana State leading 85-39 against Northwest. Looking to put this thing away. Going to see Grayson Gaddis get into the ball game here, along with Callum Rutherford, which is always nice to see those guys get and go to work. Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the U.S. for a reason. It's instantly fun, easy to learn, but can take years to master. And Pickler Bozeman's state-of-the-art indoor facility is truly spectacular. 13 courts, a full gym, and shower facilities with tons of space for private events and parties. Drop in and see what everyone is talking about. Take the cold out of winter and join the fun. So free throw coming here for Northwest. Brian, have you gotten into pickleball yet?
I like pickleball a lot.
Yeah.
I think the hard thing at Bozeman is there's not enough places to play, so you got to get out to Pickler, I guess.
There it is. Pickler's the one that's going to do it for you.
Not enough places to play. And, man, the places to play are packed.
Free throw is good, so go stop by the Pickler and go see if see how that handles for you. You know, that nice low-impact cardio is better and better as the years go on.
Love it.
Next free throw is good. 3:45 to go in the ball game. Montana State up 85-41. I do like pickleball. Cross-country skiing is the other one I've gotten really into since I got out to Bozeman.
That's a good one. Right now, we don't have hardly enough snow to make that happen.
Yeah, we'd love some snow. That'd be great. Out to Rutherford. Handoff on the left wing. And moved out of Michigan to avoid days like today, rainy and 40. These are my least favorite days. Give me negative 20 and clear. Up to the top, Davis, step back, right wing 3 or 2. That's no good. Bodies falling all over the place, and it's out of bounds, staying with Montana State.
Yeah, I would say I cannot remember the last day this close to Christmas that rained that hard as it did this morning. Don't love that. Let's just go ahead and have some snow and make it happen.
Yeah, 20 degrees and sunny with snow is way better than 40 degrees, rainy and cloudy.
No doubt.
That's a Midwest winter.
That's a Seattle every day.
Gaddis tries right wing 3. That's no good. Rebound, fought for, and a jump ball. Jeremiah Davis coming in and tying the rock up.
Do got to like that this team has played really well in the second half. They've played through this. The concentration stayed there. You know, it's been a thing, too, where I really loved what Davian Brown and Jed Miller did. I thought they worked really hard to get some of the guys that don't get as many minutes shots. They tried to work and find plays where they could get them involved in the offense, and they turned down shots that they could have taken and would normally take in a game that, wasn't like this game is. And it just shows so much about who those kids are. And we talked about that experience earlier. All that just plays so well.
Well, you expect this to be a pretty resilient bunch as they get into Big Sky play with the tight losses and some injuries to guys who are going to be key contributors. Jeremiah Davis draws the foul underneath, and that's what having that many tight games, even if a handful of them were losses, those are things that will pay dividends, ideally, as long as it doesn't kind of seep in a negative way, saying, here we go again.
Yeah, there's no doubt. As long as it doesn't affect the mentality and the confidence of the ball club, being in close games does nothing but make you better. And I think this team's going to benefit from those. I think we're going to look at this come, somewhere in January, February, and we're going to say, yeah, that win happened because of what they went through in the non-conference at Utah State or Stanford or Boise, like those types of games and against that type of competition in those places just prepare you well and make you feel like, hey, we can get this done. You just got to get a couple of the wins and get over the top.
First free throw is good for Jeremiah Davis. Second is dialed up. By the way, Christian King has rejoined the team on the bench right now. He was on crutches. Free throw is good from Jeremiah Davis. Not going to read too much into that, but hopefully it's nothing too long, because he really is kind of the glue to a durable offense as a three the other way falls in. Just when you have a guy who can hit the three, beat a man off the dribble, that's the kind of thing that really kind of helps either extend a drive or limit those droughts, which is just, it's one of those basic keys.
No doubt about it.
Ball moving around the perimeter. Gaddis gives to Auburn up at the top. 2.5 to play in the game. Bounce pass underneath, knocked free, and a turnover by MSU.
Boy, Auburn trying to make a play there for his teammate. Just left a little bit off. It didn't quite get it to him, and turnover goes the other way. Only the Bobcats' 9th turnover. Again, a thing they've done so well throughout this non-conference, only averaging 11 turnovers a game against such a good competition. Lay's schedule is tremendous.
Three is no good. Northwest on the move from right to left. And off on the right wing, turning into the lane, layup, no. Ooh. Went in hard to the basketball stanchion underneath, but he's all right. And we're winding down the final turn today. On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country, download the free Varsity app. Available on Apple and Android with new features this season. It's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. Final 2 minutes of this one. The free throw is good. Nice to have a couple of basketball games between now and Nashville. Let's see. Easy to kind of sit on your hands. Last week felt like the longest week in the history of the state of Montana. It was nice to have that Cal Poly game early in the week. Next free throw is good. What better way to pass the time than watching some Bobcat basketball?
No doubt about that.
Jeremiah Davis into the front court with 1:50 to go. Works his way down in the near right corner. Hands off for Rutherford. Back to Davis. Up to the top for Keene. Over to the left wing. Almenrud works down to the left baseline. Stops, floats. Got it. It's a nice move. 89-49, Montana State leading. 1:35 to go in the ball game. Cross over to the left wing. Miscommunication defensively, and the three ball falls. Just under 90 seconds left. Jeremiah Davis working out on the right wing. He's got 12 points today, 11 rebounds. Gaddis misses the three. Rutherford with a rebound. Handoff Almenrud. Out top to Keene. Over to the left wing, Davis. Going to the left corner. Gaddis steps inside, floats it up and home. Confident move by Gaddis.
Yeah, assertive move right there. Smart. When you get your opportunity, you got to take advantage of it. Get out there.
Second-year freshman out of Utah. Layup good on the inside. We got a whistle. Got a whistle for the substitution, and that does lead us to a immediate timeout. All right, we'll take a break. 51 seconds to go. Bobcats leading the Eagles 91-54. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
Winding this thing down, the Bobcats on their way to a victory of 91-54. 51 seconds left between the Bobcats and the Northwest Eagles out of the NAIA ranks. Cats finishing the lineup with Keene, Davis, Rutherford, Almenrud, and Gaddis. So nice to see all this. And I mean, hey, look, great minutes from Jeremiah Davis today. Howie Keene's had some good moments. We've seen Jay DeStapp get some run today. So all in all, for Montana State, kind of getting what they needed to out of this, as long as that Christian King ankle isn't banged up too bad.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I will tell you right now, I promise you this set play is to get Rutherford a look here. Only Bobcat who hasn't cracked the scoring column. Be interesting to see how they play this here. Looks like a little quick hitter.
Davis out of the right elbow. Wanted to get Rutherford, who fell down, gets back up on his feet. Davis still with a bounce, picks up the dribble, gets it to Rutherford on the elbow. Hand off for Gaddis. Back to Rutherford, bounce pass underneath, makes a contested catch, goes up through contact and puts it in. That puts the Bobcat bench up on their feet. Smiles all around. They wanted that one.
Everybody gets to go into Christmas happy now.
Layup no good, and Rutherford gets the rebound. So we got the bucket and the rebound, and that'll close it out. Davis just has to bring it across the timeline. Montana State wins it 93-54. They go to 6-7 overall, heading into Big Sky opener against the reigning champs. Make sure you're out here January 1st, 6 o'clock against Northern Colorado to open up conference play. That closes it. Montana State wins it 93-54. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Down pump, who pump it up? Pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Right down the road, pump it up, yeah.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Go Cats!
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by DoorTech, raising the door on quality, Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, and by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, this is Bobcat Postgame.
Bobcats win it convincingly, just as we had hoped, 93-54 against NAIA Northwest. Join Champs New Kids Club, presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $50 membership fee gets game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/champskidsclub. All right, Brian, feels like the Bobcats got what they needed out of this one today.
Yeah, absolutely. Good win. Going away, everybody gets run, everybody gets to score. A lot of positive vibes, and now it's a matter of getting a little break, and then, man, you got it going on the 1st. That Thursday is going to be a great one.
No doubt. All right, we're going to take a break. We got plenty to get to. We'll talk with head coach Matt Logie. We'll get you some highlights, get you some scores, but first a timeout as Montana State wins 93-54 against Northwest. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Welcome to the bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Contact Bozeman State Farm agent Dan Rust today.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
The non-conference season is over. Montana State wins it 93-54 against Northwest, and the Cats finish the non-conference portion of the schedule at 6 and 7 after the win today. We're going to talk with head coach Matt Logie here in just a bit, but Brian, it's always so many question marks going into a basketball season like this. We've got a lot of answers now. How are you feeling about this team now that the non-conference season is over?
Yeah, I really like this team. I think they do a lot of good things. They take care of the ball. They play good defense. I think the inconsistencies offensively are going to be the thing we're going to keep our eye on as we head into January. I think there's a lot of potential with this club. They have great guard play, really good point guard play, like excellent point guard play, which is part of the reason you see so few turnovers from this team. Front line is still a little bit like, where are we at with that? It was good to see Chris Hodges have a good game here today, and nice to see Step get some things done, and obviously, as long as King is healthy, you'll feel good about him at that spot. So it's a good team. They got a good shot, and the league's going to be challenging. It's going to be a fun ride in January, February.
No doubt. All right, we'll take another break. On the other side of the timeout, we'll get head coach Matt Logie. We'll also get you some highlights and a light preview looking ahead. Montana State wins at 93-54 against Northwest. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Vance Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK and cataract provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at VanceThompsonVision.com.
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Ribbon Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Starting January 6th, join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Ribbon Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Montana State Athletics. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our value and that we are here to stay. I'm Lisa Kelly, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. We strive to be there for our members through all of life's journeys, from having a baby to starting a business to even in later ages when looking for Medicare options. We're there at every moment to support our members in sickness and in health. We're there no matter what. It's beautiful.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Bobcats win it today, 93-54 against Northwest. Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe, now joined by head coach Matt Logie. Coach, congrats on the win. Congrats on making it through the non-conference season. Always a nice kind of mile marker in the year. Overall, looking at this game, a win against an NAIA team. Did you feel like you got what you needed out of this game and in this performance today?
Yeah, I thought our guys, the guys came out with the right attitude, the right energy to start the game. Obviously, you have a game earlier in the week where Montana Tech goes on the road and beats Montana and kind of reminds the guys that anybody can be beaten on any given night, and you got to prepare the right way and you got to compete the right way. And so, what a great start it was to the game to start up, holding them scoreless for I think 10 or 11 minutes. That showed, their attitude and their process coming into this.
It's great when you look at non-conference as a whole. Obviously, 13 games down, 13 games done, and league ahead of you. Is there anything about the non-conference that you feel really good about, things you're thinking about as you head into the first in Northern Colorado?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been the toughest non-conference schedule we put together, and we finished with more wins than we had the last 2 years, and opportunities out there for even more. So, I think what was really good for our group after Oregon State was we just reset the page. There are 20 games left, 10 at home, 10 on the road at that point, and that's really how basketball teams are going to be judged. So, we've taken care of the first two. We got 18 Big Sky games to come, and I think that the things that this team has really shown and proven is that they really care about one another. They don't care who gets the credit. They share the basketball. They're very coachable. Our guys have stepped up into the opportunities that have come their way from injuries or adversity. We've got depth and even different flavors of the way that we can play. So I think there's been a lot to learn in this non-conference port, and that's what you need going into conference play.
It's December 22nd, so January 1st tip off. Northern Colorado start league. What do the next 9-10 days look like? Give people an idea of what does the break look like? What's the prep look like? And then obviously off we go.
Yeah, well, first off, we get everybody home for Christmas, get a few days with the family. We got some guys that are a little dinged up that will recover well and with some rest and some home cooked meals, and then we'll get back to work on the 27th and 28th, take a day off on the 29th, and then start prepping for Northern Colorado on the 30th. So just getting back into our routine, but be a nice little respite to get refreshed and get a little healthier.
Yeah. No doubt, Coach. Well, congrats on the win. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Enjoy it with the family. And looking forward. Cannot wait to get Big Sky play underway.
Thanks a lot. Go Cats.
All right. That's head coach Matt Logie. One more break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up. Cats win at 93-54 over the Northwest Eagles. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment